What is going on, beautiful people? Welcome to another episode of the Narcissist Code. I'm your favorite self-aware narcissist, Mr. Lee Hammock, better known as Mental Healness across all social media platforms. This is your first time seeing my face or hearing my lovely voice. I'm a clinically diagnosed narcissist, and I use my platform on social media to raise awareness for NPD, get more people into therapy, and also validate the victims, survivors, and thrivers of said disorder, said toxic people, said toxic traits. Today's episode is going to be about the one question you should ask yourself when dealing with a narcissistic person. And that question is, how does this serve them? How does this benefit the narcissistic person? Because that question right there, y'all, can save you a lot of time, effort, and energy and help you when dealing with a narcissistic, toxic person. Before we hop into today's episode, I got to shout out the Self-Love Journal, which is available on Amazon, that is helping a lot of people. I'm so thankful for it. You can find it on Amazon at Lee Hammock Self-Love, or you'll search yourself. If y'all see, back to the finally did my hair, so I'm fresh. So fresh hair, fresh energy, fresh episode. Let's get it. But yeah, y'all, this is typically how it goes when you're dealing with narcissistic people. Ask yourself this question. This question right here can help you communicate with narcissistic people to your benefit. It's not, Lee, it sounds like you're trying to teach us how to manipulate people. Welcome to Narcissistic Manipulation 101, guys. This is exactly what we're teaching you today. How to manipulate narcissists. No, but seriously, y'all, this can teach you, or this can help you on your pathway of how to communicate with a narcissistic person that you're in a relationship with, that you have left and have to co-parent with, that you have to do business with, that you have to see at work or whatnot. If you can't go no contact, can't gray rock or whatever the situation may be, So ask yourself this question, y'all. I feel like this question, a lot of people don't think about this question right here, but it can truly help so many people. How does this benefit them? If you have a scenario or a situation that when you're dealing with a narcissist, ask yourself that question. Because as a narcissist, I'm asking myself that question. I'm asking myself that question, or some iteration of that question. I'm asking myself exactly that. How does this, doing this, saying this, being here, going there, giving you this, taking this away from you, how does this benefit me? So if I'm asking myself that question, you can ask yourself that question and it help. Of course, you want to ask yourself, how does it benefit you? I know everybody asks themselves that question, but narcissistic people, a lot of them tend to be selfishly me first people, like me first, to the detriment of other people. Yeah, a lot of people do say, how does this benefit me? Yeah, you want to do that anyway. But narcissistic people come from a place of selfish intent and don't, like, the lack of empathy kicks in, where they don't necessarily care how the benefit of them, how it benefiting them affects others. You see what I'm saying? How this doing this, or whatever the situation is, how does this benefit me? I don't care how it affects others. You, on the other hand, who might have a higher level of empathy, a higher level of cognitive and emotional empathy, you might think that, okay, I have this right here. How does this benefit me? But without hurting the other person, without destroying the other person. I don't think most people would think that like that. I could be wrong. You could think that, like, I want to destroy people too, Lee. So, if you want to destroy people, we might need to have another conversation. You see what I'm saying? But that's how it goes, though, y'all. Ask yourself that question right there, because a lot, like I said, just in my mind, when I'm dealing with you, or I'm dealing with somebody else, when I'm sharing somebody else's videos or whatever, I'm asking myself those questions, y'all. How does this benefit me? Now, I'm not very interested in destroying people anymore, unless I feel like they've done me wrong in some way, shape, or form. But a lot of narcissists are still interested in how they don't care. A narcissistic person, y'all have heard me say this before, that a lot of narcissists tend to be like hurricanes. Like, we coming spinning off the coast of North Carolina. We are just spinning. We are destroying stuff in our path. We are leaving debris in our path. We are leaving wreckage and carnage in our path while we're spinning and destroying things. But, like, we're just a hurricane. That's just what we do. So ask yourself that question, y'all, because if you can learn how to, I always tell people to try to take a look at the book, How to Win Friends and Influence People, because narcissistic, you can do win-win situations. You can make, If you know how to learn how to make the narcissistic person feel like they're winning, you can win. Even if they're losing, if you can butter it up to make it seem like they're winning, you said you can communicate with them better. You can get what you want from them by making them feel like they won. You mean, let's say you have a narcissistic person that just does not show up on time ever for pickups and drop offs. You see what I'm saying? So instead, like say, 10 o'clock works better for you, right? But 10 o'clock works better for you. So you say 9 or 9:30. Hey, which one works better for you? 9 or 9:30? Either one of them works better for me. So you've already set the scenario up right there in this situation. Like, how does this benefit me? But it also benefits them at the same time. You've given them options. You see what I'm saying? You making them feel like they're in control of the situation, right? Because they get to pick between two times. But you already know that they're going to be late either way. You already know that you're not going to be there. Like, you already know that they're not going to show up till 9:45. 10 o'clock anyway, or maybe a little after 10. You know they're going to be late. You have an average about a window between 30 minutes to an hour late. So you can you already know what time works better for you, but sometimes you have to make them feel like they're in control. Again, y'all, this is not manipulation. This is just how to communicate. This is how you have to communicate with some narcissistic people. You have to make them feel like they're winning in some way, shape, or form, or otherwise they're just going to feel like they're losing all the time. And narcissistic people, we want to win. We want to win. We want to at least feel like we're winning. Even if we get screwed over, we want to feel like we're winning something. We want to feel like we told you what to do. Narcissists hate being told what to do. We hate authority figures. We hate people above us, or people that feel like they're in control of us, or people who feel like they have as far as the hierarchy in my life or whatever, as far as the hierarchy in my life, then yeah, it should work that way right there. You know what I mean? As long as I have this hierarchy in my life, I want to be on top of this hierarchy. I want to be the king or the queen. I want to be the top of it. While other people, in this situation, do that right there. Yeah. Like I say, they want to feel like they're on top. So if you can start learning how to make them feel like they're on top while you're actually winning, you can win, y'all. And then you can just ask yourself, how does this benefit them? Or how can I make it seem like it benefits them to be on time? How can I make it feel like it benefits them to give me some money, or to talk, or to communicate with me better? How does it make them feel? How does this benefit them, y'all? I feel like that question right there can help so many people, because so many people ask me, how do you communicate with a narcissist? Like, y'all, it's damn near impossible to communicate with a narcissist. But sometimes, if you learn the language, because it's like you're speaking English while that narcissistic person is speaking Latin or something like that. So if they're speaking their whole entire different language, you see what I'm saying? It just gets into that point, into that dynamic where you just have to, that's how you have to do it sometimes. You have to learn how to communicate with them on a better level, and whatnot. Just like I say, learning to communicate with them on a better level can help you out. You have to make them feel like they're winning something. Like, oh, I just showed her the whole time. If you make them feel like they just taught you a lesson, or they just showed you, but because you made it feel like they benefited them, you can win. You know what I mean? You have to power yourself up, though, y'all. I'm just telling you that this is like, I know it sounds sneaky and deceptive, but sometimes this is what you have to do. You're not stooping to their level. I promise you, you're not. You know what I mean? I promise you, you're not. Because if I'm asking myself that question already, y'all keep asking me to get inside the mind of a narcissist. Here you are. Here's a look inside my mind. How does this serve me? How does this benefit me? How does this make me win? How am I winning here? You know what I mean? Because narcissistic people, like I told you before, don't really like to take losses. We don't like to take L's. That's what the young folks say nowadays. Don't want to take L's. You know what I mean? But that's the space and the dynamic that so many people deal with. That's what I'm telling y'all. You have to empower yourself, because if you don't empower yourself, then life might take a weird, awkward turn for you. And that narcissistic person is just going to run you over. Because if you already know narcissists, I'm going to finish up with this right here, y'all. You already know that narcissists hate when you tell them no, and hate when you set boundaries, because those are controlling tactics that narcissistic people feel like you're trying to control me. You're trying to tell me what to do. Oh, you're rejecting me. I'm not good enough. So if you don't, like I said, you can still use the word no and stuff like that. I'm not telling you not to set boundaries. I'm just telling you to set the boundaries in a way that benefits you, but somehow, some way, shape, or form, it makes it feel like it benefits them. And if you don't want to go this far and learn how to communicate this way, you don't have to, y'all. This is not me telling you have to do this, but just put this question in your mind. You don't have to you don't have to jump through hoops and come up with a damn 15 layer plan of the Roomba doll of plans. You know, the little dolls that you keep opening it up and it has another little doll inside of it. You don't have to do that. The last doll has the plan. No, I'm not telling you to do all this crazy planning. I'm just telling you, ask yourself, especially if you have time to plan out the conversation, if you have time to think about what you're going to say, ask yourself this question first. Just put it at the top of your list. How does this serve them? Of course, put it, how does this serve me at the top? How does this serve me? How does this benefit them? They have to feel like they're winning in some way, shape, or form. They don't want me to tell them what to do, so I have to watch the language I use. It's like you have to dumb down your language to deal with narcissists, y'all. So a lot of times it's like you literally have to dumb down your language in order to communicate with them in a better way. And it sounds stupid, y'all, but sometimes these relationships tend to end up being stupid sometimes, y'all. Anyways, y'all, thank y'all for tuning into another episode. Of course, if you haven't liked and subscribed, go ahead and hop through that. If you're on Apple Music or Spotify, go ahead and like it on Spotify, Apple Music. Get notifications on Apple and Spotify. Make sure because you don't want to miss an episode. 'Cause I'm about to start doing interviews on here as well. Stay tuned for more. Of course, like and subscribe for more. And Mental Illness is out. Peace. Thank you so much for being here, y'all. Thank you for watching my video to the end. I'm super eternally grateful for every single one of you. If you haven't already, make sure that you subscribe to the channel so we can help reach more people, and things like that. The self-love brand is available. I Love Me. The self-love journal is available as well. Links in the description of every video I do. If you haven't already as well, look into joining the channel memberships for behind the scenes perks, priority responses to comments and things like that, y'all. Thank you so much for being here. See you next time. Oh, that was better.